Right now, May 2026, voting rights are becoming one of the biggest political battles in America. Across the country, states are fighting over voter IDs, district maps, mail in voting, polling access, and who has political power. And that's why you keep hearing the reference of Jim Crow. And in case you didn't know, Jim Crow is not actually a politician or a government leader. Jim Crow refers to a system of racist laws and segregation that was going on in the United States, especially in the South, after slavery ended. The name came from a racist blackface character created in the 1800s. But over time, the name Jim Crow became the name used for laws that separated Black Americans from white Americans in everyday life. So, under Jim Crow laws, Black Americans had to ride separate buses, drink from different water fountains, go to different bathrooms. You get the point. Everything was separate, Black and white. But Jim Crow laws went way beyond segregation. They actually had laws that made it harder for Black Americans to vote. They made Black Americans pay to vote, or guess the number of bubbles on a bar's soap, or how many jelly beans were in a jar. And some states had what were called grandfather clauses, which said you can vote if your grandfather voted before the Civil War. And we all know that enslaved people were not allowed to vote before the Civil War. People were threatened, they were beaten, they lost their jobs, and some of them were even killed just for trying to vote. And for decades, those things were considered legal. And that's why the civil rights movement is such a huge part of American history. Activists spent hours, days, nights, years trying to dismantle the Jim Crow laws. And some of those laws people are still debating today. And so when people are referencing Jim Crow in 2026, they are talking about suppressing the right to vote for Black and brown voters. I am not an expert when it comes to Jim Crow laws, and I obviously have a different lived experience. There are incredible Black creators on these apps that can teach you more. I'm just trying to share awareness to people who have no idea what is going on. If you'd like to add a comment to help people learn in the comment section, I welcome you to do that.